Terriers play their first home game of the season as they look to knock off Charleston Southern for a third straight season.
Inside Wofford Football, presented by Wild Wing Cafe, Spartanburg Regional Sports Medicine, Milliken, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the AT&T Real Yellow Pages, and by Papa John's.
The Terriers hit the ground running in the first quarter with a couple of Eric Breitenstein touchdown runs, and in the second quarter they add a couple more rushing scores to lead 28-7 at the half. In the second half, after the Bucks cut the lead to 14, the Terriers strike for a couple of fourth quarter scores to seal the deal and get 42-14. Hello and welcome to Inside Wofford Football, everyone. Saturday night at Gibbs Stadium, the Terriers got straight to the core of what they do by running the football to the tune of 51 times for 400 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. It started midway through the first quarter when Eric Breitenstein had a 1-yard run. Then less than 3 minutes later, Breitenstein scored again, this time from 13 yards out, to give the Terriers a 14-0 lead after one. On the first play of the second quarter, Mitch Allen faked the pass, made some nice moves, and was gone 35 yards for the touchdown to give the Terriers a 21-point lead. After a Bucks touchdown cut the advantage, Mike Rucker found the end zone just before the half to make it a 28-7 game. Charleston Southern scored the lone touchdown in the third quarter, but Wofford answered in a big way early in the fourth as Mike Rucker ran straight ahead and straight to the end zone for an 80-yard touchdown. The Terriers added one more score on a Mitch 23-yard strike to Devin Reed, and when it was all said and done, Wofford won 42-14. When we come back on Inside Wofford Football, we'll take a look at the first half highlights and show you just how bright the Terriers' ground game shined, especially early on. Stay with us, everyone.
News Channel 7 Hardee's Spartanburg Regional and Food Line, caring for the Carolinas. At nearly 90 years of age, most people are ready to slow. Fannie Ruth Hyatt is not one of those people. Fannie is always looking to help a person in need, a selfless community cornerstone with an overwhelming love for the people. If you know a worthy recipient of our award, send us a letter to 250 International Drive, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29303, or email us at WA.com.
Stop hunting. Start finding. Choose the AT&T Real Yellow Pages to find just what you need. No other book has more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Welcome back to Inside Wofford Football. The Terriers' first possession set the tone for the entire game as Wofford established the line of scrimmage and ran with from there. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Here's Mark Hauser and Tom Henson on the call.
Two receivers right, a wing to the right. Shotgun snap. Draw Allen up the gut, 30, 35, 40. Breaks in the open 50, and he'll be hit down at the Charleston Southern 40-yard line. Mitch Allen on the quarterback draw had everything open up for him. He runs for big yards and a first down. They send two receivers to the right and one receiver to the left. Flat pass far side, caught over there and taken to the 35 to the 30-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Allen out of the gun, backs next to him. Handoff Breitenstein, slanting left. Gets big yards, 25-20, lowers the shoulder inside the 15 down to the 14 and a half. One man to the right, this time the wing bone set. Fake of the dive, Allen running. Corner turns upfield at the 5 and he's knocked over at the 2. Three receivers left, a wing to the left. Allen, handoff, Breitenstein right up the middle, touchdown Terriers.
Excellent drive for the Wofford Terriers to start this game.
7:06 to play in this first quarter. Wofford 7, Charleston Southern nothing. Terriers 3 down linemen, 7 Toscano back to throw out of the gun, in trouble, and he fumbles as he is sacked at the 24-yard line. Who's got the football? The Terriers have come up with it, a sack and then a fumble recovery for Wofford. Mike Nyam popped him. Rucker and Lees are the halves. Breitenstein the fullback. Rucker in motion near Breitenstein, handoff over the left side, good yards to the 20. Breitenstein flanking the quarterback out of the gun. Charleston Southern, 4-down lineman, handoff Breitenstein, booms his way up the middle to the 10 to the 5, breaks a tackle and goes in for the score. Touchdown, Eric Breitenstein.
Eric Breitenstein doing his best Dane Romero impersonation. So he is having a heck of a night. 2 touchdowns already.
4 minutes, 17 seconds to play in this first quarter. Terriers 14, Buccaneers nothing. He'll work out of the gun. Handoff Stevenson, looks to come near side on the end around, and he's dragged down from behind at the 45-yard line.
Zach Bob.
Man in motion to the left. And they're going to try a reverse, and the ball's fumbled in the backfield by Stevenson. He will cover it way back at the 48. That play loses 6.5, 7 yards. Trips left, all stacked very close to the line. Back to throw Toscano, down the middle, intercepted. And that's going to be returned to the 45, and 48, Philip LeGrand, the freshman, with his first career pick for the Terriers. Backs flank him either side. Allen runs the option, pitch near side. Rucker has room to the 50, 45, Rucker to the 40, and he'll be slung down at the 35. Work from the gun and take the snap from Johnson with trips right and a wing to the right. Allen play action, going to tuck it and run to the 30, 25, cuts left to the 20, shakes right 15, 10-5, that is a touchdown. 35 yards.
What a fake. Just faked the pass over to Rucker, and he cut it up. Nice cut back at around the 15 or so, and Mitch made that look easy. He's also deceptively fast, and he showed it right there.
14:51 to play, second quarter. Wofford opening it up early against the Bucks, 21-0. 2 receivers right, a wing right, 1 man wide to the left for Toscano. Quarterback drops to throw, near side pass caught. 2 receivers either side for Toscano with a wing left. An empty set. Quarterback wants to run and forget about it. He is bottled up in the backfield back at the 26-yard line. 3 Terriers collapsing on the quarterback. From the 3 out of the gun, Toscano with 2 backs. Handoff and looking to get in on the left side, and scoring is Antoine. Scored nearly untouched into the end zone. 6:50 to play in the second quarter. Terriers 21. Charleston Southern 7. Wingbone set, Parks the fullback, man in motion near side. Allen with a pitch to the right. Sean Lee's looking to make the corner to the 50. Boy, did he lower the boom on a defender. He'll be knocked to the 45 in the Buccaneer end of the field. That's 10 hard yards for Sean Lee. Twins left, a single man right. Out of the gun, Allen, time to throw, zips it down the middle. That's caught and taken for a first down. Wingbone set, play action for Allen, under fire, and he gets the pass away. It's caught far side by Reed to the 30, shakes down to the 25. To me, that's Alex Dunmeyer. Allen up under center, now Rucker in motion left, toss sweep, blocker out front, he will take it in. That's a touchdown. Mike Rucker.
Good blocking up front, good decision by Rucker to cut it back up into the field when he did.
31 seconds to play. Second quarter, and Wofford back up to a 21-point lead. Terriers 28, Buccaneers 7. The single man right. Charleston Southern has 1 timeout to use. Toscano sprint roll to the near side, under fire, flattened at the 14-yard line. Saquon Stanley. Their score here in Spartanburg. Terriers lead their home opener at the break. The Wofford College Terriers 8 and the Charleston Southern Buccaneers 7.
Coming up, we'll take a look at a guy that has made the most of his Wofford experience despite seeing limited playing time on the field. Stay with us, everyone.
Terrier fans, here's your chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming athletic event. Be the first. 597-4110. Leave your name and phone number in the message, and you could be a winner. Compliments of the South Carolina Education Lottery.
Papa John wants everybody to know why our pizza's better.
Better ingredients, better pizza is not a slogan. It is a way of life.
So he's bringing it right to him.
Papa's in the house.
Introducing Papa John's new Cinnapie. Our fresh dough loaded with sweet cinnamon topping. Get one free when you buy a large 2-topping pizza, just $11.99.
What do you think of the fresh dough Cinnapie?
A Cinnapie free.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
They pick up their games, pick up their teams, and pick up the pace. Enterprise salutes NCAA student athletes for picking us all up. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Welcome back to Inside Wofford Football. Saturday night at Gibbs Stadium, Austin Palmer carried the ball a career-high 6 times and finished with a career-high 31 yards as the Terriers ran past the Bucs. Now let's take a closer look at the Terriers senior fullback in our spotlight, presented by Johns.
During his senior season at West Hall High School in Gainesville, Georgia, Austin Palmer wasn't sure where he was going to go to college. His high school principal suggested Wofford, and although he was a little unsure about the suggestion, he gave the Terriers a look and never looked.
My principal had heard good things about it, and I didn't want to take my principal's word for it at the time. I wanted to be stubborn and kind of find my own way and all that. And it was actually, ironically, the last place I looked was Wofford, and it was the only place I applied.
Contributions to a football team come in all shapes, sizes, and in many different ways. 2 games into his senior campaign, Palmer has less than 30 career carries and is yet to score a touchdown. But he continues to show up at practice each day, work hard, and now show the Wofford way to the younger guys.
Football has given a lot to me. Wofford's given a lot to me. This football has given me a family of friends, close friends, and then those are the guys you work. You get your chances, your time to shine, and take advantage of those. But whether you see a ton of playing time or you see none, you still work just hard because you fall in love with this place, and that's why I do this.
The longest run of his collegiate career was this 15-yard scamper against NC State, but the 2 football-related memories that stand out most have to do with yards gained.
It kind of sounded different, but my freshman year against Charleston Southern, I remember absolutely getting crushed on a kickoff return, and it was my welcome to college football.
Austin is a finance major with a minor in economics, and while he's not exactly sure what he wants to do after college, he hopes it all adds up to wins on the football field, and whatever role he plays in that is fine by him as long as the Terriers win.
I'm Hannah Lermo, and I'm a sophomore from Clover, South Carolina, and you're watching Inside Wofford Football. Go Terriers!
Coming up, we'll take a look at the second half highlights as the Terriers struggle to move the ball in the third, make up for it with a couple of big plays in the fourth. Stay with us, everyone.
Health Matters TV is brought to you by Spartanburg Regional.
Spartanburg Regional now offers an online program that allows patients direct access to their physician. By logging on to myregion.com, they can request prescription refills, maintain medical records, and leave messages. Dr. Brandy Harden explains.
It's great for anybody who needs to keep track of all their medical problems that are ongoing, that are resolved, keep an update of what medicines they're taking.
A private and secure site, myregionalhealth.com, provides convenience for those on the go.
So they can pull their BlackBerry out, they can get online, they can send an email to their physician, get a response back.
For more information or physician referral, call 864-560-7999 or visit myregionalhealth.com. For Health Matters TV, I'm Allison Hatcher.
Matters TV was brought to you by Spartanburg Regional.
Welcome back to Inside Wofford Football. While the Terriers weren't really threatened in the first half, they were in the second half, and they did pretty well. Let's take a look at the second half highlights. Here's Mark Hauser and Tom Henson on the call.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Out of the gun, Toscano. Terriers bringing 5. Toscano sacked. Back at the 31-yard line, it will be 4th down. Rico Braxton got him. 2nd and 9 from the 20. Center of the field. 3 receivers right, flat pass. Toscano caught over here by Moon. Outside backers showing blitz, and here they come. Pump fake. Toscano throwing toward the end zone, wide open. Caught. Touchdown, Stevenson. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Wofford 28, CSU 14. 2 backs behind. In this formation, takes the snap, handoff, Breitenstein bounces left 20, 25, 30, slanting left out across the 30 to the 33. Johnson Richardson in motion right, giving 2 tight ends on that side of the field. Allen runs the option right, late pitch, we get a flag. Breitenstein submarined after taking the pitch at the 30 for a 3 cross, a wing to the left, two backs flanking him. And it's a handoff. Parks wants to turn left corner, hurdles a tackler at the line of scrimmage, gets to the 30, explodes ahead to the 35, left hash in their end of the field. Trips right, quarterback rolling right. Toscano throwing, man open, leaping catch made by Alex Neal at the Terriers 37. Terriers 3 down linemen. Linebackers coming on a blitz as they send 5. Ball thrown over the middle, caught by Tim Jones at the 20 on a slant pattern, and he'll drag tacklers to the 15. He fumbles. Ball loose. Who's got it at the 8-yard line? Terriers say they have it.
Tommy Irvin.
And Wofford has come out of the football. Oh, that's huge. Ball in the center of the field. Wingbone set. Turn. Handoff to Parks. Well, carry will go for a first down out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Allen with 2 backs. Handoff right up the middle. Big hole, Rucker. 30, 40, near 50, 40, 30. One man with an angle. 20, 10. He beats him at the 5. Touchdown!
Oh, that was big.
80 yards.
You bust him with the fullback up the middle. And then you put a little scat back up the middle who's got a lot more speed than the fullback, and man, Mike Rucker showed a burst right there.
It's a momentum changer. Take long. 14-18 to play in the 4th quarter. The lead again is 3 scores. Terriers 35, Buccaneers 14. 2nd and 13 from the 22. Wingbone set. Palmer the fullback. Pitch near corner. Lees 20. Near sideline 25. 30. Bumped out of bounds into the Terrier bench at the 35-yard line. No tight ends. Play action for Allen on 2nd down. Airs it out down the middle. Rucker's got it at the 35 to the 30. Ankle tackled at the Charleston Southern 27. Offset wingbone set, if you will. Back to throw. Allen throws deep toward the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Devin Reed. Touchdown. A backpedaling catch in the back of the end zone.
Great catch that time by Reed.
8:55 to play in the ball game, and the Terriers now have busted it open. Wofford 42, Charleston Southern 14. 1st and 10, trips right, a single receiver left. Trednowski wants to run the option. This one is smelled out, and he'll be for a loss in the backfield by Alex Goldtree. Back at the 35-yard line from the 29. DeVette out of the gun with 2 backs flanking him. He's going to carry after faking the dive behind left side of the line to the 30, 35, 37. DeVette again out of the gun with a single back flanking him right. DeVette throws it over the middle. It's caught. 3rd and 7 from just inside the Buck 40. And DeVette with a handoff, good yard straight up the middle for Palmer, 35-30. Austin Palmer booms his way down to the 26. The lone back is Palmer. Play action, DeVette wanting to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run to the 25. Sidesteps some man down to the 20 to the 19. Palmer remains the fullback, and he'll take the handoff up the middle. First down, run to the 15. Handoff from DeVette to Palmer, and he'll pull his way to the 5, all the way down to the 3. Wofford Terriers win their home opener. No score tonight here from Gibbs Stadium in Spartanburg. The Wofford College Terriers 42, and the Charleston Southern University Buccaneers 14.
And Mark Hauser caught up with Coach Ayers after the game.
Coach, it was a costly win, and we'll get to the injuries in a second. In my mind, one play turned this thing. Mike Rucker's big run in the 3rd quarter.
It was huge. We were struggling a little bit offensively. We'd done very well in the first half, and they made some adjustments. We didn't quite execute the way that we needed to, and then all of a sudden Mike busted one and took it to the house. It kind of snowballed from there. We played a tough team, Charleston Southern. We were scared to death, quite frankly. We had watched them play against Florida, and they did a lot of great things. When you look at their defense, they lined up in a 50 defense, and they basically tried to pressure us from all angles. We were able to finally get it all figured out once we had that lull, and we started hitting them more inside. They were trying to stop us on the perimeter, and we hit them inside, and next thing you know, it goes to the house, and the game swings. We played great defense. Our guys played hard. They played well for the most part, and the concerning thing right now, as you alluded to, will be the injuries. We play South Florida, Division I school, and the worst we get's a bruise. We had several guys go out tonight, and we're going to have to check and just see where those guys are.
I guess Eric Breitenstein, Brenton Burson, and Jonathan Sharp are the three that stand out. Was there more?
Yes. Joseph Inman, one of our tight ends, he went out, had something with his knee, so there was a lot of banging going on, and it was a physical game, and we'll see tomorrow be the tale. The kids come in, they'll get a recheck, and our orthopedic people will check them out, and then we'll find out where we are.
Arsenio Parks did a nice job coming in for Breitenstein at fullback.
Right. Arsenio is a good player. The thing about Arsenio, he brings a load with him, and he's got quick feet. I think that he was fine. I thought Austin Palmer did a nice job as well coming in. The big things that really stand out to me, again, it's one of those games where we really didn't give up a cheap ball. We played really well, I think, special teams-wise, and then offensively, I don't think we turned the ball. So we did the things that it takes to win. Next challenge is Wisconsin up there. Pretty good football team. Probably the biggest football team that we've played since I've been here. Their offensive linemen up that way for some reason. I guess you can't be below 6'5" to play. Some tremendous people. They're big and physical, and it's going to be a great challenge for us.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Wofford head coach Mike Ayers on this week's 42-14 Terrier victory over Charleston Southern. Let's hear from some of the players.
It was a great win. We had a bad loss last week. A few things went wrong. This week we put everything together and got better in everything. Sometimes you're going to have jobs 4 yards, 3 yards, but then there's going to be the times where you break them big, and we just had a few of those tonight.
What we really tried to do this week in practice, just get 11 hats to the ball every time, just everybody pursuing the ball, and that really helped a lot. Like, some guy misses another guy hitting him, just right after.
It's good-looking stuff. You can see the grass on his forehead. Yeah, that's football. Let's take a look at the final game stats. First downs, Wofford 21, Charleston Southern 17. Huge advantage for the Terriers when it comes to rushing yards. 394 to just 130. The Bucks do pass for a few more, 167 compared to the Terriers' 75 total yards. Wofford with the big advantage, 469 to just 280. And then you look at time of possession, almost identical. Penalties, Wofford 9 for 81, probably a little bit more than Coach Ayers would like. Charleston Southern 6 for 75, big difference here. Turnovers, Charleston Southern turns it over 3 times. Wofford does not turn the football over. Let's take a look at the scores from throughout the Southern Conference. Elon all over Presbyterian, 41-7. McNeese State beats Appalachian State with Armani Edwards in the lineup, 40-35. Gardner-Webb gets the best of West Carolina, 27-20. Furman all over Chattanooga in the first Southern Conference game of the season, 38-20. South Dakota State all over Georgia Southern, 44-6. And Sanford shuts down Jacksonville out of Florida, 27-0. Let's take a look at your updated Southern Conference. So far, Furman, the only team to play a Southern Conference game, and the Paladins are 1-0 in conference play. Elon is 2-0 overall, as are the Paladins. Wofford, Georgia Southern, Sanford, all 1-1 on the season. The Citadel, 0-1. Appalachian State is 0-2 on the young season. Western 0-2. Chattanooga, 1-1 overall, but 0-1 in the Southern Conference. Now, let's take a look at the Whites Pine Street Exxon play of the week. It comes on the second play of the fourth quarter after the Bucks had cut the Terriers' lead to 14. Mike Rucker gets the handoff, finds a huge hole, and goes straight up the middle. The race is 80 yards for the game-clinching touchdown. And for his efforts, Mike Rucker earns our play of the week.
Stop hunting. Start finding. Choose the AT&T Real Yellow Pages to find just what you need. No other book has more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Papa John wants everybody to know why our pizza's better.
Better ingredients, better pizza is not a slogan. It is a way of life.
So he's bringing it right to him.
Papa's in the house.
Introducing Papa John's new Cinnapie. Our fresh dough loaded with sweet cinnamon topping. Get one free when you buy a large two-topping just $11.99.
What do you think of the fresh dough Cinnapie?
A Cinnapie free.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Welcome back to Inside Wofford Football, everyone. This is where we take an inside look at happenings off the field of play. And this week we focus on something big, or at least something that is helping to make the Terriers big. A brand new weight room that just opened this year. Take a look.
All right, we have 12 racks. You can do benches. Everything's automated. You can lift this up. You can do our inclines.
I saw pictures and was like, man, it's really nice. And then when I got here, it blew me away even more. Really how nice and well put together. The quality of the machines, the layout, everything, the size of it. It's just over the top. It's really awesome.
We had, when I first came here, you had to be very creative. That means you couldn't do the things you wanted to do in the order you wanted to do them in. If we had this many guys in there, you could barely walk through the weight room. Here we have 12 platforms, and you'll notice we have the wood, it's Wofford strength and conditioning. Here we got dumbbells, 2 sets, and 5 to 130. You'll notice they all have customized Terrier heads. It's engraved in the urethane. I mean, it's as nice as any weight room in America. I'm talking Florida State, USC, North Carolina. It's as nice as any weight room in America.
And we have the best coaches, great team, great school. Everything's top of the line. And now the addition of this weight room just really sets Wofford just really far above the rest.
All right, now let's take a look at next week's opponent, brought to you by Blue Eagle Equipment. And once again, the Terriers have their hands full for the second time in 3 weeks, up in class as they head to Camp Randall for their first ever meeting with mighty Wisconsin, marking the first time they've ever faced a school out of the Big Ten. And the game can be seen on the Big Ten Network. The Badgers are coming off a 2-0, or starting the season 2-0, and they're coming off a 34-31 win over Fresno State in double overtime. Let's take a look at the particulars. Noon next Saturday at Camp Randall. We'll see you back here for more Inside Wofford Football next week. See you later.
Inside Wofford Football, presented by Wild Wing Cafe, Spartanburg Regional Sports Medicine, Milliken, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the AT&T Real Yellow Pages, and by Papa John's.